What is up, everyone? It is Andrew Pierre here of Beta AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video. In this YouTube video, we're going to be going for a Mike Will Made It type of beat. So I think we're going to, after this tutorial, we plan on doing a Ray Shrimmered, which will be kind of very similar, I guess you would say. And as you can see, we don't have anything, so we're going to be working from scratch. We're probably just going to do an intro, chorus, verse, and then the chorus. And then hopefully you guys can then utilize information that you've learned from this to then make something your own. So the first thing I'm going to do is I don't really know the style that we're going to go for. The image that we got right here is like a very dark, clubby type of image. Drinks Aren't Us, I think, is the music video that this is from. We're going to go ahead and do an insert. I'm going to insert silent. Alright, so we're going to probably start out with a pluck. Now, before I actually get too far ahead, I would like to say that if you guys have a suggestion on beats and tutorials and videos, be sure to check out our Facebook page. I'll put the link in the description as well in the comment sections. And then you guys could just directly comment from your Facebook page on our page what tutorials and videos you would like to see. It's really hard to go through 300 videos that we have on YouTube, going through all the comments and organizing what tutorial to do next and such. And it's also a way for us to get more engaged with you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go open up a bank, and I'll show you guys the settings and everything. So, load bank, got a lot of them. Got to just scroll through these. Let's look through here. Alright. So if you guys want to take some of these settings and such, I didn't make this sound. I'm going to say that. These are just various sound banks that I have. So I don't want to waste the time and going through all the time of picking out and doing these sounds and such. I'd rather just pull up the preset and then you guys can do it and such. Reason is because that uses up too much time, but we will eventually be doing tutorials on silent plucks and developing sounds and such through silent, but we're not going to be focusing on that today. So this is a kind of cool ARP that we got. We're going to go down and going to probably go the E5. Nah. We're going to change this. So we're going to just go through some of our sounds. Sound selection is key. I already know what the drums I'm going to do, so I'm not too worried. Actually, that's a good idea. We're going to do the drums first. Alright, cool. I kind of got... now we're going to look for a clap. Going to stack these claps. I like stacking my claps. And that's just going to add a little bit more oomph to it. So we're just going to do a standard clap. Nothing too much. We're in the 135 BPM. So not quite 140. Maybe a little snare. Alright, so now what we can do is Now this is kind of like a trap beat, but we're gonna definitely try to make it more of the Mike Will made it sound. So it's gonna be a little bit more intricate. Not intricate, that's not the right word. But a little bit different. So what I did right there was Shift E to select it. And I selected it, and then I just did Alt U. So now we're gonna get these chops. This is probably smart first. Now I'm gonna right click. It's gonna come up like that. Alt U again. Now Shift P so I go back to my drawing tool. I'm gonna go over here. Do this. Right click again, doing that little slide up velocity. Now we're gonna do this. Shift, click, and shift. So I could drag that note over. So if I'm holding Shift and click, do that. Now we're gonna do Alt U. Now, how about, nah, that's way too much. Alright, so let's select this. Slide this up. Like that. Now, Control A to select everything, hold Shift, drag it out. I'm not really too focused on doing these hi-hats really unique. I just want to make kind of like a rhythm with them. We're going to get rid of that one. I'm not going to do too much of this rim. It's not really a sound that I would see Mike Will using a whole lot, but it's still worth to add it in. Alright, so we're just going to do it like that. Alright, so we're going to go to all these drum kits are available at beta-at.com, and if you go in our drum kit section, and you can kind of see by the name here which drum kits we're using. So gonna cut self. So every time when we do this, we press a note, it automatically cuts off that end or that tail so it doesn't get too muddy. So we're going to pull up our kicks. Kick thumper. Now you can kind of see like this groove that we got going. So now we can okay. I like that sound. So here's I'm gonna just leave this open, so if you have silent, you can go ahead and do this. Just gonna click through the different settings that we got. So hopefully this gives you all everything you need to know. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. I'm going to create a melody. Now Mike Will Made It doesn't really he creates bangers. That's all I'm going to say. He creates bangers, club hits, anything that's going to be, banging. He's not going to be doing anything. He's a little bit, he's different than like Zaytoven, 808 Mafia. He has his own little sound. So. Alright, that's actually probably better. I like that sound. It's an ARP, so we're going to just do that. I was going to do a pluck, but you know what? This is better. It's almost cheating when it's that easy and the ARP just works out perfectly for what you're pretty much wanting to go for. But it's whatever. We're going to go ahead and insert our 808s. Now, we're not going to do any craziness with this. We're just going to try to do something interesting. You'll see. So what I just did before I did all that, I just came here and selected all that, go in Mixer, which is right there, click on the first channel because I had nothing there, right click channel routing, route selected channels starting from this track. What's that going to do is route all the instruments and drums that we have into the mixer starting at that selected track, so it lays them all out perfectly like that. Perfect. And so now I'm going to do some EQing and some other stuff to this 808 real quick. Going to cut out that high end. Going to just do a little boost right there. I want that like low mid to come through. Maybe a distortion, but we're going to have to do some tweaking to the distortion as well. And we're not done with the melody, mind you. I kind of want to add some other things. And we're going to change this melody up and kind of go into like a lower, almost like a D-pitch it for like the second half of the chorus. You'll see what I mean. That's if I remember it. But I have an idea for that. Now, where is the distortion? I cannot find it. There we go. Just a pretty fast distortion. Pull down the threshold. Gives it that more texture. Do some boosting in the mid of this kick. Reason why I'm doing that is because there's a good harmonic up in there that I want to add in, but I'm not doing too much boosting, mind you. Now I'm working with my headphones right now, as normally I work with my monitors, so my mix and master would probably not be finalized yet, because there's lots of things I would be wanting to do, and I would want to hear it on a very accurate system, and even though my headphones are good, they're not as accurate as my monitors. Now this kick is mostly there for texture, so we're going to cut out some of that low. You see that like upper harmonic, that's what I kind of want. I have to pull down that hi-hat, it's way too high. Gonna cut that. What I did there was I wanted to go up, and I was just doing something really quick. I just wanted to see where it sounded nasty around in the mid, so I wanted to cut it, and now I'm going to probably open it up a little bit more. Do a little stereo enhancer. Let's see what a course. A little reverb would be cool. I think there's already. Let me see if there's reverb on that. Whatchamacall? Yeah, he already has reverb. So let's play it. We could go with Silent or Nexus or even Omnisphere. Let's go with Omnisphere. I don't know what we have in here. We could just look around. We're doing pretty good on time because, as I said, we're at like around 17 minutes or right now. So we're on D. I want to go up one more octave. Just doing some little synth stuff, I don't know. That's much better. That monophonic fellow filter pad 2, whatever. I don't know, track. As I said, the sound design is key, so I'm looking at this aesthetic, and I've been listening to a lot of Mike Will Made It and Ray Trimmer lately, so you gotta definitely get the style in there. And a lot of his sounds lately have had that synthy vibe. our delay. I don't want to separate it too much. I want to actually pull it in so it's more, how would I say, it's actually inside of the sound. If that makes sense. Alright, so now we can do some Nexus. I kind of get some orchestral stuff. So we're going to go into classical. Soft orchestra. No. We're not doing that. Maybe some brass. I don't know if I don't know for sure if we want this brass. So let's just scroll down. I want to cut out some of that low because we have that brass so low. Now I want to separate this brass heavily. Ooh, that's a little too much. About that right there. Alright, now I want to do some effects to this cymbal. I know this is kind of like out of order. We're up to like 23 minutes. So what we're going to do after this is probably going to go into the, what would I call it? The, oh my god, structure. So the cymbal. So what we're going to do is go into piano roll. We're just going to do some different, we're just trying around some things. Just trying to affect. So now let's go into our mixer, little EQ. Now where's our delay? Alright, we're just going to do the orchestral crash in the beginning, but we're going to pull it down tremendously. like almost where it's not even audible. I don't even want to care. Alright, so what we can do is now place it. So yeah, starting at the 9th measure, 9th bar, whatever, 8 bars is a good sign. So it shows us how we're 14 seconds, and that's pretty standard, especially for Mike Will. So split by channel, just zoom in, pull these down, pulling everything down. Let's zoom out a little bit, not that much. Alright, rem. Alright, so now what we're going to do is lock the content, so it's going to lock that. Whatever we got in there. Okay, this is... I'll worry about the saving it later, honestly. So if we lock the content, then we can just go ahead and draw it in. So we're going to lock the content to everything. That's going to take a little bit. I wish there was a hotkey for this. There probably is. There has to be. I'm going to probably contact Image Line or see if there's a way I can do it. Look it up. Because this isn't taking that long. But, alright. So now what we're going to do is pull up our ARP and drag it in right there. Select everything, Shift-E. What we're going to do is cut this, do some EQ. I want to get rid of that low end. Make it a little bit more crisp. I'm purposely going for that effect. Alright, so this is going to be the new section. So we're going to do intro, Alt-T, chorus. So now we're labeling everything so we know where everything is. So I'm going to go do insert 1, make unique. We're going to just see if this works. We're going to do Control A, Shift Up. This is kind of going to make it like that out of pitch tone. And Mike Will, I've noticed him doing this a decent amount. But we're going to see if it even sounds any good. I might be wrong. It might not sound good at all. But we'll see. It's always worth checking out. Insert 1. Make unique. We're going to go ahead and like the content. Like the content. Like the content. So we're going to do Shift Up. This should change it. Yo, I kind of like it, but we're going to see. You need to change these 808s. Lock to content. It's a little bit different. We're going to do Shift Up. Did I do it? I don't even know if I did it. No, I didn't. There we go. So let's So you guys can see the name and how I'm doing this. I'm simplifying it from the chorus into the verse so the artist knows that this is the verse. I could kind of see like Ray Shremmerd on this. It's a little bit different. It's interesting. So I'm just doing some different chopping. So all I did was just kind of change everything up. There's like a 12-bar verse. We could do add another segment and it'll be a 16. But I think I like doing 12-bar verses. It's just, I don't know, I just think it's good. But a lot of people do 16 obviously. But I think in this scenario it fits for 12. And also Ray Shremmerd, if they were to have a guest appearance or a feature on this, then it'll be even longer. So I mean, we're already up to like 2 minutes now because all I did was just copy it over the chorus from over here to over here. But so if you gotta think about it, there's going to be 2 artists, and if you get a feature, then it's going to be 3. That's just assuming that Mike Will made it he made it for this beat would be for whoever, like, you know, Ray Shremmerd. So you gotta like keep in mind how long the song is and the features and all that stuff. When you get into that 4-minute range of a song, it's getting kind of long. When you get into 5 minutes, you're really pushing it for a song, especially on rap or pop. So this is a decent style or way that Michael made it. He would probably incorporate some risers and filters. So let's go ahead and do some filters on the mastering channel. Actually, we could do it on ARP. There's many different ways we could do a filter, but I'm thinking about Love Filter. I think that would be the best one. Now we're just gonna go in the intro. We're gonna stay in the intro, so we just have the ARP. So we're going to create an automation. We're going to pull it up right here. Going to slide it down. I wonder what it would sound like up here. What we're going to do is we're going to toss a limiter on here just so it doesn't peak. Just a little bit. Gain, compression, thresh. Just a little. This is EQ for that a snare. I just want to cut. Yeah, and all I did was just toss on a little reverb on that snare, move it to the left, and made it a little bit airy just for aesthetics. So yeah, this is kind of like a Mike Will Made It, Ray Shremmer style beat. Hopefully you guys got the representation and kind of got the idea. A lot of the synthy type of sounds, and with a mixture of orchestral. And we can even add more and change it up. This is just one style. Mike Will Made It has many. I don't want to make it seem simple by any means, but he's a really dope and complex producer. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the beginning, and we're gonna play it. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. If you guys want to learn how to make beats like the pros, go check out the description. We got lots of good stuff in the description, many links to useful stuff to help you guys get better. We got a course called How to Make Beats Like the Pros. It's on Udemy, and the link to that is in the description as well. So enough of that, and we're going to play this.